The new billionaire CEO, Damian Sterling, arrived at the company, turning heads with his long legs, slim waist, eight-pack abs, and that perfect V-shaped torso that screamed raw power. As his personal assistant, Avery Sinclair often blended in with the crowd of employees, stealing glances and daydreaming about him. Lately, she noticed how he seemed to be seducing her without even trying, sending her photos from the hotel, mirror selfies showing off his chiseled muscles, complaining that the shirts she picked were too small, or snapping pics after swimming, revealing that flawless inverted triangle body, grumbling about his swim trunks being too tight. It was all too much. She felt like she might faint from the sheer intensity of it. Unaware of his effect, he carried on. But one moonless night, she snuck into his room, only to be pulled into a full embrace, his husky voice whispering that the fish had finally taken the bait. These moments from dark romance novels piled up, leaving her breathless. She discovered this amazing app for listening to novels, like a treasure trove under the TikTok umbrella, packed with every genre imaginable, a real content goldmine. Even with the phone screen off or locked, it kept playing, and she'd curated a list of must-listen stories. Everyone should dive into it for an epic audiobook adventure. As people hit a certain age, thoughts about men could feel downright shameful, driving her crazy with frustration and twisted screams inside. This wasn't her first encounter with the leg-length, waist-slim, eight-pack abs, V-torso billionaire CEO, but she wished she could turn into a sheet of paper and plaster herself completely against his chest and abs. For the first time, she couldn't describe how movies she watched automatically swapped in him as the male lead. She hated herself for feeling so lewd and perverted as a woman obsessed with his looks, but his chest muscles looked so touchable, along with those broad shoulders, bulging biceps, and the veined arms that snaked with power. It was impossible to let go. Whimpering inwardly, she imagined it all. His voice snapped her out of it, teasing that her drool was about to soak through his shoes. She nodded furiously, admitting how desperately she craved him. Her friend glanced at her with mock disgust, poking her forehead and calling her hopeless. If she wanted him so bad, why not make a move? Chasing a guy was easy, especially as his live-in assistant. It sparked all sorts of fantasies. But she was too scared. Begging for advice on how to snag him, given their special positions, she confessed that even a touch would let her die happy. Her friend straightened her up, grabbing at her curves playfully, grinning wickedly and suggesting she flaunt her assets boldly. No hiding such a superior body. Confidence would slay him. Doubting herself amid the sea of beauties around Damian Sterling, the walking hormone bomb, she worried about competition. The whole company lusted after him. Some even bribed her for his personal items since she was his assistant. She'd made a fortune that way, enough to save for a house soon. Her friend shook her head, warning that if she didn't act, some other woman would steal her possessive alpha male away. After pining for 25 years to find such a perfect specimen, she couldn't let him go. Grabbing her friend's hand, she pleaded for help, swearing her future happiness depended on it, or she'd die from hormonal imbalance. Tugging at her clothes, she felt like a street performer posing provocatively. It was unhealthy. The outfit hugged her curves, making her feminine lines pop in a way that unsettled everyone. Her friend insisted it was perfect. Not wearing it would be a waste, and she didn't want to spend life just fantasizing from afar. To avoid attention, she threw on a coat and slipped into the office safely. Barely sipping water at her desk, the impeccable billionaire CEO strode in with his entourage, drawing every eye like a comic book hero come to life. Hard to believe such perfection existed in reality, and he was her boss. As his secretary, she shed the coat and followed, but the moment it came off, stares glued to her, gasps echoing. What had she done wrong? Casting a desperate look at her coworker, who looked shocked too, she froze. Damian's cold voice cut through, laced with hidden fury. Prepare meeting materials, put the coat back on and follow him alone. Her alarm bells rang, he was angry again, and when the obsessive alpha male got mad, he tormented her, becoming impossible to serve. Yet even his anger looked so appealing, making her want to grab his white shirt and ravage him. Trailing behind with a bitter face, her seduction attempt had backfired, sparking his ire instead. Handing over the company's fifth anniversary plan, the quarterly profit report from finance, and his daily itinerary, she waited in agony, scalp tingling, toes curling into the floor. Why so mad this morning? Last Friday, everything was fine. He even promised a Monday surprise. Maybe a promotion? But seeing her outfit enraged him. If nothing else, she'd leave. Bracing herself, she met his furious eyes. He accused her of having too light a workload, changing her style because she had time to dress up. Denying it vehemently, she insisted his assignments filled her life completely. If he disliked her clothes, she'd change immediately to not offend him. Noticing her downcast tone, he stopped her at the door, saying he didn't mind normal attire. But his gaze swept her upper body quickly, ears flushing red, lips pursing as he licked them in surprise. Pack up and wait, he'd take her out. Also, notify admin to move her desk into his office. He needed her close for business at all times. What business required such proximity? No leader wanted to share their private space. Mourning inwardly, she stepped out, where her coworker rushed over, asking if the CO had scolded her. Fearing unemployment, she lamented his criticism of her outfit and workload, calling him a heartless capitalist beneath his beautiful exterior. The coworker eyed her appreciatively, admitting even as a woman, she was stunned by the perfect figure. Why hide it? 10 rich suitors wouldn't be enough. Begging to see and touch in the changing room, claiming curiosity since she was female. Annoyed amid her worries, Avery dismissed the teasing. It was just work attire altered slightly to show her waist. Reactions were overblown. The coworker analyzed boldly perhaps Damien liked her. Her spicy outfit drew everyone's eyes, triggering his male possessiveness. Shivering at the thought, legs clenching, she imagined him dominating her, shirt ripping off in a boom, heat surging through her. Suddenly, nosebleed struck. The coworker grabbed tissues, blaming dry weather. Denying any interest from him. He was too ordinary for her, tormenting her with overtime, social events, and trips like a slave's fate. The coworker predicted good fortune ahead, reminding her not to forget friends when rich. Admin moved her desk swiftly to his office corner. A new admin guy even tried adding her on social media. Eager for youthful energy, she pulled out her phone, but it was snatched by Damien's long fingers, his face dark. The guy fled. Teasing her popularity, she credited his glow rubbing off. He hummed, ordering her to follow without the computer. They were mall-bound. At the mall, he led her straight to a custom suit shop. Pick something, her tight clothes needed replacing. So he did mind her figure, thinking it vulgar or unsightly. Resigned, she let the tailor measure her, trying on outfit after outfit while he lounged like a king on the sofa, vetoing anything she liked with a lip curl. Pleading to keep the ones she adored. The fabric so comfortable, finally fitting like an urban goddess. He surprisingly stripped his shirt, revealing a muscular upper body with flawless lines. Was this a perk? As the first woman to see the billionaire CEO's bare torso, she wanted to scream and snap photos. Sneakily raising her phone, his glance made her retract. Thief at heart, no guts. Dressed quickly as if fearing her stares, but she'd die happy now. If only she could touch. Had she seen enough? Clearly. Swallowing hard, she mumbled it was okay, wishing for more. Suddenly, he loomed close, telling her to wipe her drool, seeming amused as he strode out. Mocked, but worth it for the eye feast. Who'd believe she'd seen his hot bare body? He selected sets, even customizing one for her worth 3 months' salary. Capitalists knew luxury. That night, hugging photos he'd sent, mirror muscles, complaining about sizes, she messaged her friend from under the covers. Her university pal, a vibrant beauty, righteous and social, had become her confidant. She dated countless guys. Avery lusted after many digitally. Their fave topic men. Reporting the day's progress, her friend called, betting they had chemistry. He craved her too. Despite his abstinent vibe, work-obsessed eyes, he used her as a shield against women, offending rich ladies. Though untouched, she had his private pics, Buying wrong sizes provoked angry snaps. Sharing a tame one, white shirt unbuttoned twice, hinting at full chest, post-shower dampness clinging. She swallowed again, nose threatening blood. Friend demanded the source. No AI, just clever tricks. He sent them himself? Incredulous screams. More existed, her treasures. Protecting already? Friend teased his angles were seductive, heartthrob tactics. Reviewing, it hit Damien was seducing her. Hotel Labs pick, too small shirt. Pool inverted triangle, tight trunks. Friend confirmed, too coincidental. Was he in love after their constant proximity? Post-revelation, seeing him made her nervous, walking awkwardly. Yet daily close quarters amplified it. Morning sweat from tension. He noticed her fidgeting, asking if her seat had nails. Denying, she praised the luxurious office. New York penthouse vibes, comfy enough to savor. Silence. She dove into work, sneak-snapping his godlike profile for potential sales. Near quitting time, he called her over. Engrossed in steamy comics, his voice startled her. Face flushing, she approached. Noting her red cheeks, he offered AC adjustment, 76 degrees fine. Blaming sunset glow, she deflected cleverly. Asking about a hot pot spot she'd mentioned, strategy in hand, she showed her phone. Screen flipped to explicit comics, indescribable images sprawling. Body froze, brain reacted, lunging to cover. Worse face planted in his lap, intimate contact with a swiftly awakening part. Longest bathroom trip ever. Thoughts raced rent bills, her pampered pet. As a corporate drone, her joy was using boss-slave wages for gold buys, washing away exhaustion and shiny bliss. Now unemployment loomed, embarrassed, exposed. Messaging friend in despair caught slacking with smut, plus accidental arousal. Whole ordeal spilled, comic from her. Limp to quitting time. Coworker said he left hurriedly post-bathroom, walk odd. Heart dead, tomorrow's desk in trash? Rumors flew CEO's weird gait, wild speculations. Mortified, considering more leave, he'd forget. Friend advised normalcy, gauge reaction. Chickened out, took 3 days off. Third day, learned he was traveling, not returning soon. Rushed back. But that night, they tumbled together. She finally touched those dream abs. Nearing end of day, message pick him up from banquet. Post-event, drunk him clung, hotel-bound. Planning quick drop, his sticky state held her. Teasing about leaving to view smut alone, they had nothing on him, big or even. He remembered, doomed. As she pondered quitting high-pay regret, he stripped layer by layer, fully bare. Half stopping, half relishing, she staunched nosebleed, admiring. Bold decision of quitting, fulfilled dream. No rejection? Die content. Snagged banquet wine for courage, chugged, wobbling toward the beauty. Hand caught, guided to his washboard abs, pulled into embrace. Her scent intoxicating, he wanted close inspection. His charm or alcohol? Tonight, pure bliss. Floating like driftwood, clinging to avoid drowning. High cries, low whimpers. Night endless. Morning, she woke first, glancing at satisfied Damien. Curled in his arms like lovers, guilt hit. She snuck out, arranging his pickup. Drunks forget, right? His schedule out-of-town meetings, unlikely to obsess. 3 days passed, no contact. Did he not care? Relieved yet hurt, she went on mom's blind date to distract. Cafe guy, good family, polite, humble, handsome though not Damien level. Without prior crush, he'd fit marriage ideals. Confessing non-virginity, society's fast love aside, honesty for wedlock, most guys cared. No mood for romance. He didn't mind, virginity beyond physical, modern times. Chatted happily, his name Gabe, 27, foreign firm job, 9 to 5, retired parents, house, car. He liked her, visited often. Coworker said Damien away indefinitely. Heart sunk, resigned, blocked him, submitted resignation. He dodged or didn't care, no need to linger shamelessly. Post-work, Gabe insisted on escorting. She'd clarified friends only, he persisted. Walk awkward, scalp tingled, sensing handhold attempt, fists clenched. Suddenly, Damien stormed over, grabbing her hand, suppressing rage. Who was he? In his absence, she'd moved on? Gabe assumed harassment. She sent him away, thanking, promising consideration. He was sincere. Soap opera drama on her? Damien dragged her to his Maybach, scent overwhelming with dominant alpha presence. Not enough with him. Gabe inferior. Muffled voice disappointed in that night's performance? Try again, he could improve. He knew, yet silent, vanished. Explaining confusion awake when she left, but sensed reluctance, gave space. Thought it over? Ready to be his girlfriend? Inches away, heart pounding, but rational two worlds. That night accident. He deflated wine not drunk making. Prepared everything, but she'd backed out. Respected choice. Silent drive, dropped her home. Polite thanks, door open, he returned, slamming it while pinning her. Towering 6 feet 3 inches, caging her, eyes scorching. Gripping her hand to his thumping heart, hear it? Beating for her. He liked her deeply, one chance? Her coldness would kill him. Warm heartbeat, long-craved man, arms around him, tipping up for kiss. He conquered, tongues battling, hugging tighter, hand on waist, pressing her against him. Hot lips tangled, sparking shivers. That night wondered if she'd see tomorrow's sun. They became a couple. She cut Gabe off immediately. Mood soaring, coworker noted her from his car that morning. Whole night together. No denial, but his secretary always with him. Not leaving, couldn't part from her. Coworker understood, knowing it temporary whim. Post-work, packing to meet friend, bombarding calls. Delay might mean door kicking. Damien hugged tight first day dating. Abandoning for another? Pinching chin, dominant kiss. Men changed post-dating. Countless kisses today, morning bed, tried round 2. Pushing back, panting friends waiting downstairs, date tomorrow? Okay, but compensate. Patting head, she dashed out. Spilling to friend, slept with him. Covering mouth for volume. How is it? Friend sly question. Before, friend spotted seduction. Confirmed intentional. Thought failed when she fled. Advisor suggested 2 weeks space. But he suffered, plus family business. Nearly lost her. Grinning congrats on ditching single life, betting him. Departing, friend shoved battle gear. Not gala dress, but barely their sleepwear. Stunned, hid it in corner. Midnight knock food, cake, fruit, lest she hunger. Predictably, tumbled again. Beauty tempting, sore waist begged mercy, no more it'd snap. Friend right newly coupled man like wolf and sheep. Inescapable. Fresh from shower, he held the gear, smirking so many surprises. Must try harder. Sleepless night. Months later, the possessive husband Damien unearthed that old steamy comic, forcing joint viewing, regretting office indulgence. How about this? Satisfied with performance? She's mine. Every breath she takes belongs to me. Jealousy flared during revenge plots against rivals, but high-sweet moments prevailed, like him calling her baby girl, little wife, good girl, whispering you're mine and mine to ruin. Soon, she discovered she was pregnant with his heir, solidifying their forced marriage into eternal bond, aboard yachts adorned with Cartier and Van Cleef jewels. You're mine forever, little wife. No one else gets to even look. High abuse tensions arose when past enemies threatened, but his protective possessiveness turned it all to high heat, bodies entwining in luxurious settings, hints of intense sessions leaving her breathless. She belongs to me, body and soul. I'll ruin anyone who tries to take her. And so their dark romance unfolded, a blend of opulence, obsession, and undying passion.